Hello everyone. Today we are going to be playing a game and making a tutorial on a game called Stellaris. And this is from the Diamond Legends. So what you're supposed to do when you start is you have a solar system, right? And you're wondering, hey, what am I supposed to do? But first, before we get into this, let's explore the game so far and all the options we have. So this is the top hotbar. Right here, they're going to be sending notifications on our empire. Influence points, alloys, consumer goods, food, materials, and energy credits are stuff that we can get in the game from mines or trading in our internal market. Now, once the game starts, we're going to have to send science ships. So the main goal of the game is to take over resources. So since I already started this game, I will show you. So the science ship needs to survey a solar system for a construction ship to be able to build a starbase. After you repeat this process a couple of times, your empire will start to get saturated of influence, right? And you're like, where am I supposed to get it? Well, there you have to search for other empires by searching around the galaxy, like sending here construction ships very far away, and over time you have to set them in areas because they need to know where they're going. So you need to already set them like this, and every so often you reset them again and again until they eventually find an empire. Now, to get influence points from an empire, you need to declare a rivalry, and that's how you get influence points. Now let's explain a little bit more about the options. This is the internal market in our empire. The Galactic Market can be established if there's a trait that you can choose when you're creating your species that makes them diplomatic. They can create a galactic market if enough species create a galactic faction. This is a situation log. This here tells us what our empire has found, and we can research projects, but it costs us research points and engineering research points. Here are contacts to show you what empires you have contacted. These are planets and sectors where you can set what the sector is supposed to be focused on. I'm setting my home sector, core sector, to be focused on balance factors. So you can also do production, get production on food and materials and energy, or you can be on manufacturing, getting alloys or consumer goods, or you just research, which means you're generating research points. But best is to choose balance forces. Okay, so a colony ship is made is made when you find a habitable planet or potentially habitable. Your colony ship can colonize it, make you a new colony in your empire, which can be used to make ships. Now, these are nebulas. Usually in nebulas, there's a different species. So, for example, this Wormer Drift here, I thought it was a species, but it was hostile droids, which are very powerful. You see 962 points of damage they do. Now, if you're wondering how you make ships, in your star solar system or any solar system you create, there's something called a starbase. Now, a starbase, if you click shipyards, you can create here ships. You can create productions, you can create construction, you can create science, you can create here war vessels. Now, another thing that you might be asking are what are all of these? All of these down here. These here are policies that can change the policies of your empire, like the war policy, overall bombardment, resettlement, first contact, which you should put to peaceful unless you want to make enemies early in the game. These are edicts, which you can do with influence. So, for example, I can fortify the border, no one can get in. Here are traditions, which with these points are here, unity points. You can change your traditions. For example, I'm choosing domination. I want to conquer the galaxy. That's the win I want. So I should get these, and these here allow you to get um, skills for your ships. And when I take a whole entire skill right here of domination, whole entire trait, I get to make an ascension. Ascensions, which I want to do interstellar domination. So it does influence here. You see starbase influence and -20 and claim influence -20, right? Because you want to be conquering. So you also have technology, which you can research here. I already got researching. You have factions, which can spread your empire into pieces. You have claims, where you can make claims on other empires. Like if let's say I had an empire here and I said I want to claim this, you have to pay them something and influence as well. You have species, where you can set rights of your species. And you have the leaders, which you can recruit to control ships. You can govern with the leaders. Now this is government. Government allows you to control your species and see how your ruler is doing. This is my ruler. Now, these are military ships which can be sent to stop or conquer. So this is basically the start of the tutorial here. And this here is pause button. You can turn on the pause button and slow it down. I think this works in multiplayer as well. You have music player where you can play music. So I can play this music right here, set the volume. Here we have the outliner, which tells you what ships you own, the planets you own. It will send you straight to them. So let's say, oh, I need to check on that ship. You see, now you have control of that military ship. And this science ship is also researching, you see here. So you want to send out ships exactly like this, and you want to search a solar system, and it'll give you in a situation log, something like this, for example. It'll either be drone study, or it'll be another civilization, mystery civilization, which you can discover. Alright, so pretty much this is a short-term tutorial. There'll be a second tutorial explaining more features of the game and how to play, including like envoys and empire population and naval capacity and starbase.